I switched from a corded cleaner workflow to the setup, and the difference in day-to-day friction is obvious. No cable tangles, no awkward storage loops, and no drag from hoses fighting turns. That alone has changed how often I run cleaning cycles, because the barrier to starting a pass is now basically gone.
What surprised me most was how quickly it settled into my opening season routine. I can charge, launch, and let it handle the heavy debris phase while I focus on chemistry and skimmer checks. Instead of spending hours manually recovering from winter leftovers, I'm seeing faster stabilization and a cleaner baseline sooner.
In my pool, cycle efficiency has been strong enough that I'm finishing runs with meaningful battery in reserve. That reserve gives me options. I can do a second targeted pass or hold charge for the next day without feeling like I'm constantly tethered to the charger. It makes planning much easier across busy weeks.
Coverage quality feels disciplined rather than random. The movement pattern tracks through major zones, then transitions across surfaces without losing momentum. I pay attention to edge behavior, and in this case it has handled waterline transitions and broad floor sweeps in a way that looks intentional and repeatable.
Debris management is another practical strength. The basket volume and filtration are enough that I'm not stopping mid-cycle for routine leaf load, even during heavy drop periods from nearby trees. That continuity matters because uninterrupted runs usually produce better final clarity than fragmented stop-and-empty sessions.
Retrieval workflow is cleaner than older robots I've used. End-of-cycle parking near an accessible edge saves me from blind fishing, and drain down before carry makes the lift feel more controlled. It's a small sequence improvement, but repeated over a season, it significantly reduces annoyance and physical strain.
App integration has been useful where it counts. Setup, status visibility, and completion notifications. I'm not trying to micromanage underwater behavior, so this level of control is exactly right for me. I configure, launch, check progress, then respond when it surfaces, which keeps the process simple and predictable.
I also appreciate the way this unit balances power and noise. Suction is clearly strong when it crosses dirt bands, but operation stays relatively quiet compared with some older equipment profiles. That lower noise footprint makes it easier to run daytime cycles without feeling like the entire yard has to hear maintenance mode.
From a maintenance perspective, I prefer tools that encourage consistency instead of demanding perfect conditions. This one fits that mindset. Quick rinse, quick reset, back to charge. Because cleanup overhead is low, I'm less likely to postpone maintenance, and that habit is what keeps pool quality high week after week.
There are still limits I plan around, especially on certain stair or ledge geometries. I treat those areas as occasional manual touch-up zones rather than expecting total automation there. Once I adopted that expectation, the overall system felt much stronger because the robot handles the high-volume work reliably.
Value for me comes from predictable output, not headline features. When a cleaner repeatedly delivers broad debris removal, stable runtime, and low-friction upkeep, I consider that a win regardless of marketing language. This one has earned trust through routine performance, which is ultimately what matters in ownership.
Over multiple runs, the biggest payoff has been mental. Pool care feels less like an interruption and more like a scheduled background task I can count on. I spend less time troubleshooting equipment behavior and more time doing brief quality checks, which is exactly the shift I wanted from an upgrade.